Today's workout is a 15-minute postpartum corrective posture, stretch, and mobility workout. This workout will help relieve tension in the back of your body, plus strengthen those muscles needed to support your body during the postpartum period. All you need is a mat, and a foam roller or a rolled up blanket is optional. Let's get started. Today's workout is a 15-minute postpartum posture corrective exercise and stretch. So we're gonna do a few different things using either a foam roller or a bolster or a rolled up tower blanket, and then we are going to transition to more of a stretch portion. So everything we do today is mobility and gonna feel good before or after a workout. So let's take that foam roller, come to the floor, we're gonna place it vertically, and then you're going to lie down so it's along your spine. You wanna make sure your head's on that foam roller. If you've got a shorter foam roller like mine, you just wanna make sure that upper back, head, and neck are supported. And then you're just gonna take your arms open wide and just let gravity do its thing. Just letting that chest fall open. If you've got a longer foam roller, you might be supported in your sacrum, and that's cool too. Same thing with a towel or a blanket. Just wanna make sure that head, neck, and upper back are supported. And that way we can just let those arms fall heavy to the ground. The legs can be bent here or straight if that's more comfortable for you. Just wanna let everything go. We're gonna do 1 minute each exercise. Feel free to stay here longer if you need to. Take some deep breaths in and out, just calming the nervous system, and just again, letting things relax here. Trying to just let that chest fall open to open up the chest, the back, from being in a hunched position so often. And now we're gonna start to just create some mobility. So just taking the arms overhead, and then if you can, bend the elbows and try to drag the forearms along the floor. They might not touch the floor, that's okay. Back and forth, reaching overhead and then dragging. You can see my elbows are not touching the floor. That's okay, I don't have the mobility to do that. You don't wanna ever push anything or force anything if you're not ready for it. You absolutely don't have to add the mobility work here. You can keep the elbows off the floor. And you'll also feel as you move those arms back and forth, that foam roller, the grooves really get into that upper back. It feels really nice between those shoulder blades. It's one of my favorite exercises. Postpartum or not, we could all benefit from some mobility work, right? Even if you don't have a young baby. A lot of us sit a lot during the day or look down at phones, books, carrying rocking babies, what have you. So these are so good for that. Okay, we're gonna continue. Now we're going to turn the foam roller. So now it's horizontal, and we're going to, again, line it up with those shoulder blades. So right across those scapula, and then support your head with your hands behind the base of the skull. We're gonna just gradually open up the upper back by leaning back like a mini back bend, and then just opening up, pulling those elbows down toward the floor, and then just gradually start to work your way down that mid-upper back. Now we don't wanna go all the way down the spine, but we do wanna do is gradually just open things up and lean back a little bit further. Your head may touch the ground. You may hear some popping, and that's all good. But you wanna stop until you get about the bottom of that T-spine, upper rib cage, and then just relax and hold it there wherever it feels tight, wherever it feels good. You might need longer than a minute here, and that's perfectly normal. We're gonna keep moving for the sake of time. We're gonna move on to a little neck release. So just coming down now to that neck release. So we're taking the base of the skull onto the grooves of the foam roller here. So you're supported here. And then we're just gonna slowly turn the head side to side and massaging the base of that skull by pushing it into the foam roller. Gently, of course. Wherever you feel a tight spot, feel free to hang out there. You can even go up and down a little bit, digging into some of those spots. I know for me, I'm tight around those lateral muscles of the neck right here. So you spend a little more time here, and you can kind of just use the foam roller to guide you, dig in with some of those grooves here. It may feel a little bit ridiculous doing this, but if you've got, again, that just tense upper back, neck, shoulders, like most people do, this is really gonna help you. We're gonna keep things going with the foam roller, this time moving on to stretch the lats. So now we are gonna take the foam roller under one of those lats, and that's this meaty part of the muscle right here along the back, kind of right under the armpit and a little further back, and we're gonna just gently go back and forth. Just letting things just open up here. And again, you can kind of roll on to the back, roll forward, and just wherever you find, again, a tight spot, we want to just hang out there a little bit longer. So right here for me, I'm tight, I'm going to hold it. And that's important to do with this foam roll work, is we want to get to that deep muscle fascia where all that tension is. So I roll around at first to kind of find the tight spots and release it, and then you apply more pressure once you find that balled up muscle fascia to release it. I'm going to flip around and do that other side. Foam rollers, I cannot recommend them enough for just overall mobility. Again, breaking up that muscle fascia that holds so much tension. It's really hard to do that without massage or a foam roller. Highly recommend to help you recover faster, and great for mobility in preparation for a workout as well. If you want to get more out of your rows, foam roll the lats. Same thing with the chest. Get more out of the chest press, get more out of your squat, whatever it is. Mobilizing that muscle fascia will help before the workout and then post-workout with that recovery and just overall tension. We're going to do one more thing with this foam roller. A little upper back and chest release. So we're going to take it, keep it in the same position, and we're going to take the elbows, put them on top. Then walk the knees back a little bit. Drop your head between your hands and push your elbows into the foam roller and try to push your chest toward the floor. Your butt is up in the air and you're just arching the back naturally, and you want to just feel that upper back and chest open. So just letting the head drop as low to the ground as you can. This is probably one of my favorites. And you don't have to use a foam roller. You can use anything that would allow you to have a little bit of elevation. You could even do it on the back of the couch. Put your elbows there and just let your belly hang as you stand up. Great for pregnancy too, to release your upper back. All these are great for pregnancy as well. All right, we're gonna move on to our stretching portion. So just place that foam roller off to the side. We're gonna go to a child's pose, one of my favorites. Just relax the nervous system, take the knees wide, hips back, opening up that chest. Deep inhale, deep exhale, melt to the floor. Continue to take those deep breaths as you relax every muscle in your body. Hips, back, chest and shoulders, your neck, even your face. Try to unwrinkle your forehead, unclench your jaw. Just let the tongue rest on the roof of your mouth and relax. Fingers and toes relax. We're going to keep the child's pose this time. Take that back arm, thread the needle so it comes under the front arm. So we're trying to pull that scapula open as we extend the other arm in the opposite direction, rather perpendicular to this arm. And just resting on the side of the head, even maybe onto the back of the head slightly as you really push open here. Again, whatever feels good, not trying to force anything. Continue to take deep breaths. Some of these might feel really challenging to hold this posture for a minute, and that's okay. Breathe into it, and if you need to, take a break. We're going to go to the other side now, same thing. forget to take those deep breaths. Again, relaxing the nervous system, sending oxygen to those muscles. Going to open up the hips a little bit more next with a frog stretch. So we're going to take those knees really wide here and then flex the feet. Make sure those ankles are right behind the knees. Now we're just going to slowly melt to the floor. You might need to stay up a little higher if you're really tense in those inner thighs. If you can, wake your way all the way down and just relax and release into the floor. I'm keeping my head elevated because of my mic, but you're welcome to, again, rest all the way down. This one's great to release that tight pelvic floor. If you sit all day, you're going to have usually weak, tight glutes and overactive hip flexors, overactive inner thighs, adductors. So we really want to focus on releasing those. And it's great for just helping fire your deep core and pelvic floor for overall better core and pelvic floor health and mobility. Let's shift gears now into our downward dog. So hands under shoulders, tuck the toes, push the hips up and back. So we want to create that space in the back of the body now, adding in a little more the legs, so the hamstrings, the calves, again, can get really tight from just sitting or just overall poor posture. Just even the way we stand, even if you don't sit a lot, even the way you stand, if you're rocking a baby to sleep, just running around chasing your kids, we've all got muscle imbalances. So we just want to pedal the feet, just try to open up that back body, push into the ground, try to work the heels closer to the floor as you move. We're going to take the feet wide, this time going to a wide forward fold. So taking the feet really wide here, as wide as you need to be able to touch the floor. Your toes are slightly turned out. I'll show you from the front now. Toes are slightly turned out, and then you're just letting your head hang. Just fully release that upper body. If you need to, you can always take the feet a little wider if those hamstrings are feeling tight. We want to be able to extend the legs. Again, deep breaths. I know I'm super, super tight in my hamstrings and calves, so I've really got to breathe into these exercises. Next, we're going to make our way to the floor for a prone airplane. So prone means on your belly. You're going to take your arms wide and legs about hip distance apart, untuck the toes. We're going to rotate toward the front arm, looking toward the hand, and then lift the back leg as you lift the front arm. Let's switch. So now back arm, front leg lifts. Your leg comes straight off the floor, arm comes straight off the floor. You want to rotate through that mid-upper back so the chest leaves the ground. Your arm comes up as high as you can get it, and then your leg comes up as high as you can get it. So you can see my leg is extended, squeezing my butt, and I'm trying to lift all the way up here. So you really feel that mobility through the upper back, strengthening the glute, working those cross slings, the back of the body, great for posture. Just gently tucking the chin and looking toward that hand as you move. Now we're going to take the arms overhead. Legs are going to stay on the ground. They can be together or about hip distance apart. We're going to pull the elbows back, make a big circle around and down. So we lift, pull them back, around, and down. So your thumbs are up, Like you're pulling the elbows in and then trying to stay lifted as you wrap around. It's like you're swimming here. You're really trying to make a big circle with those arms. Reach forward, try to keep that chest up the whole time, and every time you lift, you push a little higher. Try to keep those legs down as well. We really want to let that upper back of the body do the work. Squeeze your butt as well. Great for strengthening the back and the glutes. And rest. There you have it, 15 minutes, postpartum posture corrective stretches and foam rolling exercises. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's safe enough to do it every day before or after a workout. I love to do this one before I go to sleep. I feel like it helps me get a great good night's sleep and then preps me for my early morning workouts the next day. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, as well as other exercises, workouts you'd like to see. I'm always open to suggestions. So thank you guys as always. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you're looking for more guidance on postpartum workout schedule or prenatal workout schedule, I've got my YouTube guides linked new on my website below. So check those out, and I will see you back here for our next workout together.